What's up, guys? I wanted to talk about a few survivalists. They're actually all on the Discovery Channel. It's probably 5 in total, and I just wanted to talk about each of them and kind of contrast and compare their different styles of survival. There's Dave Canterbury, Bear Grylls, Mike Hawk, Cody Lundin, and Les Stroud. Basically, 3 of those people, Dave, Cody, and Mike, all have a military background, and Dave and Les are more of just common people that practice either outdoors. I think Les is more of a camper, but he knows his stuff. He camps out a lot. It's kind of cool. He does his own filming. That's actually another thing with Bear and not so much. Just with Bear. Bear has a film crew, and a lot of times he'll build like a raft or like make something that would take all day. Normally, if you were alone, it would take all day just to do that one thing, and then in like, you know, a couple hours, I guess his film crew helps him out, is what I'm trying to say, just to demonstrate stuff. So that's the difference. That's one major difference, is that mainly Bear Grylls, he's making an interesting show. He'll demonstrate the technique. He does a lot of jumping out of planes, how to safely jump into water, but it's really, a lot of it is for show. He stages a lot of things, basically. But don't get me wrong, I love all of these people. I love watching them, and if that show is on, I'm watching it. I don't care if I've seen it 10 times already, I'm watching it again. So another topic I wanted to talk about is the military style that Dave, Bear, and Mike all have. Is basically straight out of you know, army or else military, I'll say. And I marked off some examples here of techniques that they all use. But just one thing I wanted to say is, this stuff isn't like patented, oh, that's military knowledge or whatever. A lot of it is common knowledge, and the military manuals and, you know, drill instructors and whatever, they teach stuff. You know, it's all in this book, basically. So I just marked off some things. This is flint knapping, solar still, how to collect water using plastic, rock, in a container. You know, it's the concept. You can use any. They use earth as the container, but you can use any container to do that. Cody talks about this, how to make reverse wrap cordage using natural plant fiber. I think Dave, I know Bear dammed up a river to catch fish in. He actually made a little pool, which they talk about in this. But channeling a river into an area and then getting the fish out of it. This is an Eskimo snow goggles. I think Les Stroud and Dave Canterbury have done that. And another thing that I noticed was in the same episode where Dave Canterbury does this, he uses a military extreme cold weather balaclava in olive drab green. You know, it's straight out of the military. It's a military issue. You know, that's their style. So this book is awesome, by the way. I recommend reading it at least, if not buying it. But so basically, the three military guys, it's all about basically page for page out of this book. It's like, if you're not signaling and you're not, you know, trying to get rescue, it's a real military mindset, and a lot of it is like, if you are behind enemy lines type stuff, okay, you have to move, not really behind enemy lines, but you know, you get that feel when you're watching them. If you're not making fire and you're not making shelter, it's always moving. Dave especially, actually Bear is one of the, he's always on the move. If you watch him, he'll catch a fish and then he'll eat it, and then all of a sudden he's gone. You know, he's moving on to the next thing. You know, a lot of that is just for the show, but then you watch someone like Dave Canterbury, and if you're not trying to signal, you're not trying to get water, you're not trying to make shelter, you're not trying to make fire, he's always moving on to the next thing to try and get rescued. I forget what term he uses, self-rescue or something, I don't know. But if you contrast that with Dave and Les, I mean not Dave, Cody, they have more of a living style. Okay, yeah, they're trying to get rescued. Yeah, they have their priorities down, water, shelter, food, things like that. But it's more of a relaxed pace. They're trying to secure resources. And it depends on which situation they're in. If they have to get rescued, yeah, Cody's going to move and he's going to do the minimum things to get rescued. But if there's available resources around, Cody's not in a hectic pace where he has to get rescued that day. And less is more about surviving for the full week. You know, he's really not trying to get rescued. So it's kind of a different, you know, I don't know how to describe it. It's like an outlook. You know, Les isn't trying to get rescued. He's trying to survive for a week on his own. Cody's trying to survive and get rescued, but he's teaching primitive living skills along the way, like how to flint nap, breaking a rock, you know, skinning game with a rock, things like that. And then you look at Dave, Mike, and Bear, and they're all about moving to the next objective. And it's real military. Okay, we got fire, that's done. Like, objective A is done. What's objective B? Okay, that's fire. You know, it's real by the book and, you know, a marching pace. One thing, next thing, okay, that's done. Okay, we're going to rest. Okay, we're going to wake up. You know, don't get me wrong, they're all great, but their different styles and backgrounds really come through in those shows. So that's gonna do it. Peace.